What's going on YouTube? What are you guys up to? It's been a minute since I've made a video. It's been a while. I'm here today filming on my iPhone. Sorry if it looks crappy. We're gonna go ahead and switch cameras and I'm gonna show you guys the newest member of the family. I'm here at the shop, so let's check it out. There she is, the newest member of the family. Just signed all the paperwork. You guys can see I got the hood popped on it. I'm in the truck. We're getting miles on the truck. We got 9,100 miles on this thing now. Getting up there, guys, getting up there. And we got the two things we need to hopefully fire this car up. 5 gallons of E85 and a jump box. Sorry for the shaky camera, guys, but here it is. Tell me what you guys think. I think it's pretty cool. It's been sitting a while. There's dust and dirt all over it. I'm gonna give you guys, I guess, a quick rundown of this car. So it is a GSR GSR, which means it's a B series. It is a 1.8 liter. It's got pretty big cams in it. Obviously, what is that, a Skunkworks technology? I don't know, SRS Pro series. I'm not a Honda boy. I'm gonna get educated on all this stuff, but yeah, it's got a, I don't know whose manifold, but it's pretty gnarly, pretty big. That's like 2-inch primaries, which you know, is big in most world. Ginormous wastegate, pretty decent sized turbo. I don't know the exact size of this turbo. I think there's a smaller one. It is dirty. I'm gonna clean it because, like I said, it's been sitting. I spun it over and it spins, but you can tell like there's a couple areas you can hear it just touching some dirt when it moves. So I want to clean that up. The exhaust is nice and big coming out of it, and actually it's one thing I like. It actually comes out. It's got 2 catch cans, one here, obviously going to those through the valve cover, and then off there and somewhere else. I think those ones go. I haven't looked over it fully, but let's check out the inside, guys. Nice interior, definitely really nice. The car is pretty clean. Obviously a little bit of dirt, that's normal, people here in the desert. That's the back seat. It's got a carpeted back seat, guys. It does have a 4-point cage, so if you guys check it out, it's got a 4-point cage that is painted. The e-brake here with the you know, sweet carbon fiber. And the biggest shebang, it's on an AEM EMS with a digital 7 MSD. Those are my 2 favorite things about it, or at least, you know, you can kind of say that's the ignition and ECU part of it. I really like it's on an AEM EMS. As far as the gauges are concerned, we got a fuel pressure gauge, Boost, Turbo Smart, eBoost 2, AEM, air fuel gauge, exhaust temp. I don't know if that's hooked up or not. The car has 118,977 miles on it. Yeah, it's pretty freaking cool, guys. Also back here to the back, we got a fuel cell. So I don't know what that is, like a 5-gallon fuel cell. The battery's relocated back here. And yeah, so what I'm gonna do, guys, is we need to jump it and I need to put some fuel in it. So hence why we went and got those 2 things. So let me go get my fuel tank and let's fill her up. Hopefully this goes well. I'm trying to film one-handed with my phone to get the fuel in there. She seems to be rocking. I don't know how much fuel I'm probably just gonna put the whole 5 gallons in just because it's been sitting for a while. That way we got a good amount of good fuel in it and not gonna be worried about it not getting good fuel. And then we're gonna stick the jump box on here and hopefully it'll fire up. Ooh, fuel pump, we got fuel pressure. That fuel pressure doesn't look good. Oh my God, guys, it's running! No way! I think we need some fuel pressure. It's got a twin disc clutch in it too, I forgot to say that. decided I want to get this car in the shop, so what we're going to do is go ahead and open the door, get it in, and then clean it up, look at some stuff, clean the turbo out, and maybe pull that fuel filter out and see how dirty it is. But at least it's running. By the way, guys, if you don't know where I worked, here's where I worked. It is Motiva Performance. It is a performance shop. I guess I'll slow down a little bit so you guys can see. Here's its twin. There's its twin Honda. There's my toolbox and cart and everything over there. But we are going to pull it inside and see what it is or where. I didn't know if I showed you guys, but it's leaking. So we got to fix this fuel leak, but we got to get it inside to do that. So let's get this bad boy inside. So there it is. It's inside. All the tires are almost flat. Well, that one doesn't look too bad, but check out this guy back here. I just drove it in. I might have screwed it up by doing that, but it's screwed up. This car was originally built in Arizona, and then Dave and Scott Fox, one of the tuners here, did some work to it, had some fun with it, broke some axles, and then it kind of sat. So we're gonna be fixing this bad boy up. So I just took the fuel filters off, took some stuff off. Here we go. We're gonna check this. Already checked one. So look at that crud in there. You guys see that cruddy crudsters? Ew. So we're gonna go get a new one of these. Although that one's metal too, huh? I'll show you guys the other filter. I already did some cleaning on it, but that's pretty much it, guys, for this video. I switched back to the, if you can see, the G7X. The audio's better, the video's better, everything's better. I forgot to bring this. I meant to, so we'd have some, you know, better quality, especially in the lighting there. Like, this camera would have had no problem in the lighting, where that one in the sun was like, and got kind of hazy and the audio's a little crummy. But, and I also didn't mention the fuel leak. It had a fuel leak and it was the return line. So because that return line was leaking, unfortunately it was leaking right at the bend at the front. I could buy like some fittings and a union and all that, but it's so old, and if it was leaking there, I figured it'd leak somewhere else. Makes me a little worried about the feed line. And I didn't show you, I only showed you guys the small filter, and actually the filter on that setup I think was a little backwards. Or they didn't put the right filter on the back side of that, because it was 100 micron, that small one, and you should usually do a 10. So like, it should be 100 micron in the front and a 10 micron, you know, before, or I mean after the fuel pump. And they, I think, had 100 and 100, or maybe they did a 10 and 100. I don't know. That other one I couldn't see what it was. It might be a 10. We'll have to look at it. But you do your bigger. 100 micron means it's bigger than a 10 micron. So you'd run the 100 pre-filter, because the pump can take, you know, smaller contaminants, stuff like that. It doesn't care about really as much. It's really that big stuff we're trying to keep out of the pump. And keep it from, you know, getting in there, potentially jamming it up and that type of thing. But hopefully we'll be okay and we won't have to fight that. But let's go see what we got. So here it is. Here's our bag of goodies. First and foremost is, if you guys see here, this is the small filter. And if you look, this is from Yearwood. 10 micron, you can see 10 micron filter. The mesh and weaving's kind of fine, which is nice. And then we got this guy, which is, you know, 100 micron. They're expensive too, as you can see. But this is the big one that's pre-pump, and this is the small one that is post-pump. So this is a bigger, finer. Also, got some fittings. Got a 90 degree, because one of the fittings, sometimes the fittings, when you assemble them and you go to disassemble them, they don't want to go back together. The threads get messed up. So I bought them, this one just in case. This one I bought because I want to change the angle. It was a 90, and as you can see, the angle of a 90 would be like that, and we still needed to go back that way, basically what this 150 is doing. And that's where the hose was leaking. I'll show you guys. It had a little bit of an arc to it right there. I did this so that way it'll be a straight shot for the hose, less chance of leaking, less stress on it, less stress on this fitting as well. So it's a win-win. And on top of that, we got in here 16 feet of hose, because, and I had to get the black. Everything else was the stainless on the outside, but this black is the only one that allows or is E85 friendly that they sell, besides the PTFE style. And I didn't want to go to the PTFE because it's even more expensive than this stuff. And I had to do
16 feet, which is a long way. So I think this is overkill on the amount that I have, but I'd rather have a little left over just in case. I thought about buying some -8 because that's what the feed is and just redoing the entire feed, but then I was like, if I take it apart, I may run into the issue of the fittings not working, and I didn't want to have to redo all those fittings and all that. So we're gonna fix just the issue. Obviously change the filters. I was gonna, these are cleanable, but they were so bad and there's so much weird crap in them. I figured, you know what, we'll start fresh, and as long as we continue running it, we can just take these out and spray them out, and whatever little bit of debris gets in there, it'll flush right out, versus that stuff you could see was gelled. And I'll get you guys some more video on that. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I appreciate you guys for watching them. As always, keep working on your own cars, keep wrenching along, keep knocking stuff out. The Fox body is got a plan. There's a plan. It's working. We're rolling. That's it, guys. I'll quit rambling because we can ramble all night long. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. If you like this video, give it a big fat thumbs up. If you're new, feel free to subscribe. As always, peace out. But it's time for you guys to get the heck out of here.